So here this morning on Byron Bay's main beach, right down to the south, we've got a fantastic vantage point. I can see the lighthouse and behind me the beautiful Mount Horning. All local ingredients, right down to your beautiful roasted garlic olive oil. Now everything here is totally local, even the bread. The bread from Mullumbimby, which is all of half hour away, not even. Fantastic, very basic ingredients. It's got a real sourdough yeast, whole wheat flour, some natural salt and water. Pretty healthy. Local avocados, local tomatoes. Now we've chopped a few of those tomatoes out there. Look how rich and red they are, and they're from Bangalore, all of about 15 minutes away. Mushrooms, very basic seasonings today. We're going to use a bit of cracked pepper, a bit of natural salt, and just to top that off, because quite obviously what do we use with tomatoes more often than not? Basil, fresh basil. And have a go at these eggs. This is what blew me away. How healthy are they? Beautiful bum nuts. First step this morning's little omelette. Very, very basic. Now literally, if I can cook this, you can cook this. All we've got, all our ingredients, fresh ingredients. First thing I'm going to do is saute a little bit of that mushroom. Now I intentionally use big mushrooms because I think they really add to the character. Not just the flavour, but just aesthetically, big whole mushrooms. And just whack them in. Doesn't matter if we break it up. A little bush chef. Now I intentionally don't cook any of my veggies or my fungi too far through because I like it to retain a little bit of that crispness, a little bit of that rawness, because quite obviously the rawer it is, the healthier it is. So nice hot pan, bit of roasted garlic olive oil, and we're just going to whack it in and just give it a very quick turn like so. So just a very basic little saute like so. Beautiful. Yeah, just a little bit of natural salt on those, and not too much because we don't want to cruel all that beautiful flavour. So while they're on the go, we're just going to introduce a little bit of our tomato, and that's just the local Bangalore tomatoes. Not too much. We'll turn that heat down just a little bit. And what we might do is just simply throw a little bit of fresh basil in there, because later on we're going to dress the omelette with a little bit of basil. You just cut that up, or you can tear that up, throw it in, nice and rough. Just like so. Now before we cook that too far through, we're just going to introduce our eggs. Now the world's easiest omelette, we just crack it straight in. Without the shell, preferably. Try and share that white, share the love. A little bit of cracked black pepper. And we're just going to let that simmer over. Now ideally, you put a nice little lid on top of that, just to try and set the top a bit, but that's okay. I like mine a little bit raw, a little bit runny, so we're just going to leave it like so, and just leave it alone. And a little bit earlier we toasted a bit of this fantastic bread from Mullumbimby. Very, very healthy. All of about 4 natural ingredients in it. Like I said, nice sourdough yeast, whole wheat flour, a little bit of salt, a little bit of water. World's easiest bread. We've just crisped it up a little bit with the roasted garlic oil. How amazing is this? It's 7 o'clock in the morning. There must have been 50 or 60 people have already walked past. It's fantastic. I've got Mount Horning in the background. I've got the Byron Bay Lighthouse. I've got Julian Rocks. There's people out on kayaks. There's some swimmers. It's the middle of winter. It's definitely a very, very special place. Now, what do we do with our leftovers? Now, there's a few different theories. Everyone's got a different theory on compost. With the exception of me, I say compost everything. So where does this go? Back to the garden. Next step's in dishing up. Turn that off so I don't burn myself. And look at that. And last but not least, a little bit of fresh basil straight on top, and dressed with a little bit of our roasted garlic, local olive oil. And there you have it, guys. One Byron Beach runny omelette, all local produce, right down to your olive oil and your bread. 2 minutes prep time, 6 minutes cook time. Beautiful. This is the best fun you can have with your clothes on.